Assalamualaikum and good day to my respected panel, Dr. Mukifun and my supervisor, Sir Albert. My name is Nurzulaikha Binti Zolkefli and today I will be presenting my proposed research entitled Examining the Influence of Pinterest Visual Search Technology on Consumer Impulsivity from Malaysian Digital Native Perspective. The study focuses on how Pinterest visual search features may influence users' emotions, thoughts, and eventually their impulsive purchase behavior. Pinterest is a visual discovery platform where users can search for ideas, save content, and explore products. Unlike normal search engines, Pinterest allows users to discover items through images. This study focuses on how visual search and product recommendation on Pinterest may influence users' emotion and lead to impulsive purchase behavior. Digital natives are highly exposed to smartphones, social media, and online shopping. Pinterest uses AI and computer vision through features such as Pinterest Lens and Shop the Look to make product discovery easier. When users receive attractive visual recommendations, they may feel curious, inspired, or excited. These feelings may later create an urge to buy and result in unplanned purchase. Problem statement: there are three main issues in this study. First, there is still limited understanding of how visual search affects customer decision making compared to traditional text-based search. Second, many studies focus on platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and general e-commerce, while Pinterest is less explored. Third, there is limited research on Malaysian digital native experiences with Pinterest visual search and impulsive buying. This study has three objectives. First, to explore how Pinterest visual search functions as a stimulus. Second, to examine the emotional and psychological responses triggered by this technology. Third, to understand how visual inspiration can lead to impulsive purchase behavior. The research questions are developed directly based on these three objectives. This study focuses on Malaysian digital native, especially Generation Z users who actively use Pinterest. The focus is on visual search features such as Pinterest Lens and Shop the Look, as well as unplanned purchases after visual browsing. The study is important because it contributes to knowledge on AI-driven consumer behavior, support ethical visual commerce design, and help users become more aware of visual buying triggers. Pinterest is not only a social media platform, but also a visual discovery platform. Visual search allows users to find products using images instead of keywords. Pinterest Lens can identify objects through a camera image, while Shop the Look suggests similar products that users can purchase. These features are supported by AI and computer vision to provide more personalized recommendations. Impulsive purchase behavior refers to buying something suddenly without prior planning. In social commerce, users are constantly exposed to product images, recommendations, and shopping links. Attractive visuals and easy access to products can create a sudden urge to buy. Therefore, visual platforms such as Pinterest may encourage faster and more spontaneous purchase decisions. This study focuses on several responses that may happen when users browse Pinterest. Curiosity encourages users to explore more content. Inspiration helps users discover new ideas and products. Enjoyment and excitement make browsing more engaging. When this positive emotion becomes stronger, users may experience an urge to buy, which can lead to impulsive purchase behavior. Malaysian digital natives, especially Generation Z, grow up with technology, smartphones, and social media. They are comfortable using digital platforms, AI-based systems, and personalized recommendations. They also prefer visual and interactive content. Because of their frequent exposure to visual content, they are an appropriate group to study in relation to Pinterest and impulsive buying. The study used the stimulus organism response or SOR model. In this study, Pinterest visual search technology acts as the stimulus. The organism refers to users' internal responses such as curiosity, inspiration, enjoyment, excitement, and urge to buy. The response is impulsive purchase behavior. In short, visual search may influence emotion, and this emotion may influence buying decision. This study addresses 5 research gaps. First, the platform gap, because Pinterest is less studied compared to Instagram and TikTok. Second, the context gap, because there are limited studies on Malaysian digital natives. Third, the methodological gap, because most studies use surveys instead of exploring users' personal experiences. Fourth, the theoretical gap, because the SOR model is still limited in Pinterest visual search research. Lastly, the topical gap. because there is limited research on Pinterest visual search and impulsive purchase behavior. This study used a qualitative research approach because it aims to understand participants' experiences, emotions, and interpretation in depth. The research philosophy is interpretivism, which focuses on how individuals understand their own experience. Semi-structured interview will be used because they allow participants to explain their thoughts and experiences more freely. The target populations in Malaysian digital natives, mainly Generation Z Pinterest users. Participants must have experience using Pinterest visual search or visual recommendation and have made an unplanned purchase after browsing. Purposive sampling will be used because participants need to meet specific criteria that are relevant to this study. Data will be collected through semi-structured interviews using open-end questions. Participants will be asked about their visual browsing, experiences, emotional reaction, and purchase decisions. The interviews will be transcribed, coded, and analyzed using thematic analysis. The themes identified will then be interpreted using the SOR model. That's all for my presentation. Thank you for my respected panel and my supervisor for your attention and time.